Hi everyone, I'm Dr Saloni Pahwa and welcome to Baby Talks. Today we're going to be talking about a topic that is very close to my heart, and that is establishing effective communication with your children. Your fetus can hear you as early as 18 weeks into your pregnancy. It is so important right from the beginning to establish a connected, meaningful, purposeful way of communicating with your child, not only because this becomes their inner voice, but also because it teaches them to communicate effectively back. So today I have with me Dr Shwetambra Sabharwal. She is a psychologist and psychotherapist, and she's going to be joining us and sharing some insightful tips about how to deal with toddler tantrums through effective communication, and how do we establish a good connected communication channel with our kids. How do we help them nurture emotions, feelings, fears, stresses better, and how do we teach our kids to cope? So let's listen in.
Hi there, this is Dr Shwetambra Sabharwal. I'm here to talk to you today about how to communicate with your little ones. This is such an important topic for us parents to understand and practice. And yes, it does take some practice to talk to little ones. The first thing I want you to bear in mind is that when we are communicating with them, we forget that it's a two-way communication. We often feel that because we are the older ones, because we are the parents, we have everything sensible to say, we have a ton to teach them and very little time. So, we talk and talk and talk what we have to say, we communicate, we're done, and we forget to pay attention to what they are trying to say. So the first thing that you need to bear in mind is, remember, it is a two-way communication. You need to also pay attention to what they are trying to say. It is when we do not listen to what they're saying, when we give them the feeling that their emotions are denied, that their emotions are not important, what they have to say is not important, is when they will become more and more emphatic and louder. Now that we have the baseline, the foundation in place that it's a two-way communication, I'll go a little further and get into a few practical to-dos while you're communicating with them. Usually parents are towering over little ones, and we're communicating over them, over their height, over their voice. So it's almost like a communication that they are not connected to. It's not about them. If you really want them to listen, to feel what you're saying, get down to their level, get down at the floor, get down closer to them, make eye contact, and then communicate. Not just when you have to communicate, but also when they're communicating to you. Another thing that is very comforting for children is, when you make an empathetic statement of, I understand how you feel. Now, what they are trying to do is they're communicating in the few words that they have in terms of vocabulary. They are trying to explain such big feelings and big learnings. So please keep your eyes and ears open to what they are trying to say. And the easiest thing to do is to reflect your feeling. If you don't understand what they're trying to say, just reflect your feeling. You can say, I'm so fascinated with what you're saying. I'm really interested in what you're saying. I'm so proud to see you try and communicate in so many words. This is so exciting for mama to see. This is so joyful to for papa to see. So you can reflect your own emotion, and that will help you buy some time to give your child an appropriate answer. The other thing that I want you to remember is, please do not deny them their emotions. A typical denial of an emotion sounds like, what is there to cry? What is there to be scared? Why are you not going to that birthday party? Why won't you go happy to school? So these are typical denials of emotions for little ones, and it's important that we accept their emotions. It's important that we make empathetic statements such as, I understand it can be scary, this is a new environment. Sometimes birthday parties can get loud. There are so many friends, but there are also strangers. So please do empathize with their emotions, because when they feel ununderstood, when they feel misunderstood, or when they feel unheard, that is when they internalize feelings of being wrong, or thinking something wrong, just like you and me, adults would. In case of an emotion, a negative emotion getting out of hand and getting into a full-blown tantrum, I would recommend that you withdraw your child completely from that environment, gently but assertively, saying that looks like we are not ready to be here right now, looks like we're not ready to socialize, looks like we're not ready to have a conversation, so we're going to have to go home. So a withdrawal from that environment does help. Pushing them, to in a social situation to talk, or don't be shy, and wish this one and try this and try that will not work. If they are not comfortable and they are communicating it to you, not using words but crying and using their body and arms and legs, please do understand that they are not ready for it, and definitely help them withdraw from that uncomfortable situation. Of course, later you can have a communication with them. You can help them with words that sometimes, when you feel like that, mama doesn't understand because you're using your hands and I need you to use your words. So how about you use, a word like, I'm not happy here, I'm not comfortable here, this is not pleasant for me, and then mama will understand better. So do give them an emotionally rich vocabulary, because that will help them communicate their feelings better. The key idea over here behind this is for them to feel accepted, for them to feel nurtured, for them to feel understood, which is extremely important in laying down the foundation of an emotionally secure and stable child. This is a topic that's very dear to my heart, and we can always talk more and more about it. But thanks for listening today. If you have more questions, please do write in. I'll be happy to answer. Take care of yourselves and the little ones. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Shwetambra, for all those lovely suggestions. I am very sure that this is going to help a lot of people out there. It's so much of being a pediatrician is also being a counselor, and it helps so much that there are people out there who are addressing topics that are so relevant and so important for the way children are taught to cope, the way children are brought up, and what kind of emotionally healthy adults they turn into. So I hope that these videos helped. If you like this video, share and comment. If you guys have any questions, write to us or write to Dr. Shwetambra. I'll be adding her tag in the captions. And thank you so much for listening. Stay safe, everybody. Take care.